Hey folks, welcome back to Civilization 6 and our Let's Play of the July 2024 monthly challenge, Terra Incognita. When we left off, we had established our foothold on the second continent here in Page. I looked up how to pronounce this, something like Page. And we're currently working on a harbor here, but I'm wondering if the better idea isn't to switch over. I would like to get a harbor here. We'd love the gold and the production. But I'm wondering if the better idea isn't to switch over to getting a settler. And I think we are going to do that. So we put a little bit of work into this. We've got 6 production out of 136. It's not a huge deal to switch over to a settler here. That's still 40 turns out, but the sooner we get settlers going, the better. We want to explore and grab as much land on this continent as possible. So I'm going to switch to a settler here. We also want to start moving. We have some builders over here. We want to move them across the water as well. We have this builder and this builder. So that's 5 charges there. And this warrior was really only meant to give us an amenity. Since we've met some city-states, we've acquired quite a few amenities. So I think it's better for us to send this warrior across the water as well. So we're going to start sending folks... Yeah, we're going to start sending folks across the water here. Let's have you make your way across the water, and then let's have you start making your way into the water as well. With that said, we could sell horses. I don't think we want to do that. And we got some error notifications for meeting a civilization. So we're starting here on turn 37. One thing that I didn't talk about yet and that I just sort of realized is that we are playing on epic game speed. So things are much, much slower, which is why it's like so much gold to levy the city-states and why things are taking forever to build. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think there's a turn limit. Let's take a look. The score is not available. If we take a look at what's going on here, Norway's leading with 29 techs researched. We're at 28, so we're not too far behind. Egypt's leading with 33 culture per turn. We're not too far behind there. Domination victory. The Cree has the most military strength, but we're working on that because we're getting our stable up, and then we're going to get our first... As soon as we have enough horses, we're going to get our first black army. Poland's leading the religious victory, and then Cleopatra's leading the diplomatic. Nobody's too far ahead of us in any of the victory conditions yet. So let's keep working on our current strategy of grabbing all the land on this continent as best we can.
If you owe the bank $100, that's your problem. If you owe the bank $100 million, that's the bank's problem.
Okay, so... this skirmisher, I'd love to get him over to the other continent as well. We've met Poland and we've met Norway, so the only person left to meet is Nubia. Is it a better idea to cross this ocean and risk getting killed by barbarians to get to the other side of the continent rather than worrying about meeting Nubia? I think it is. So we're going to hop down into the water here. Yeah, we're going to send this skirmisher and try and get across the ocean and see the other side. The more city-states and free envoys we can get before the rest of the AI, the better. City-state bonuses will just accelerate our empire, so we want to do that for sure. We finished banking, and I think, while I would like to get a bank, and I would like to get a black army, we don't have the horses here, and I think we do need to prioritize getting one more settled city here. So I am going to work on a settler here in Buda as well. 5 turns, very nice. That's going to be pretty easy for us. We might even get a second settler and send it across the water. We're working on a settler here. Oh, we are working on a settler here. We're going to have that in 2 turns. So maybe I'll send one more settler across the water. It's dangerous, but if we can get a second city settled somewhere around here, if we take a look... yeah, we could settle this volcano tile, it looks like, on the river, and then build some districts over here. And then we could, when this one gets built, we could send it over there. So I think it's okay to delay the bank for another settler here. In terms of research, let's take a look. We are building a harbor now, so the shipyard would be nice. We're not going to have it for a while, though. I don't think we're going to get any wonders this game. Getting Forbidden City would be nice, but we talked about, after banking, going for... I'm trying to remember what we talked about last time. Industrialization to reveal coal could be good. We talked about getting our Hussar class revealed. We also get some arrow score for researching this. We don't have an industrial zone yet. We haven't built one, so industrialization doesn't particularly help us. We could go after +1 food from the plantation. We are going to get some coffee plantations going. Steam power, sanitation, corporations. It's tough. We don't have a lot of infrastructure to use a lot of these things. I do think maybe square rigging is the way to go here. Because +1 movement for embarked units helps us cross that gap more safely and more quickly. 21 turns for square rigging seems good. Let's go after that. All right. Let's go to the next turn. Okay, you've gotten into the water. We want to get you over here to improve something like the amber or the fish or the stone, or probably we want the coffee and the amber first. Let me take a look. What does amber get me? +1 culture is very nice, and it's a luxury as well. And then fishing boats grant me +1 food and +2 gold. So +1 food, +1 culture, +2 gold. That could turn the amber into a very nice tile. I would like to grow this city. We currently have it focused on food, so the fish tiles would be good as well. But I think getting luxuries online and selling them for gold, or keeping them for... We don't really need the amenities right now. We're getting some from our city-state allies, so yeah. Let's get you headed in the right direction. All right. Go to the next turn here.
強固な国境は隣国との関係を良好にする。
Okay. Okay, some things have happened. Now, crossing this ocean is dangerous. It's probably better if we stay in ocean tiles, because I'm not sure if the barbarians have access to that yet. But it is a risk that I'm taking here, because we have no way to project power. We don't have a boat of any kind. And we might want to build one here. Like a caravel or something. I also want this harbor. Let's see. So what happened here? Poundmaker will sell me horses, not interested. A barbarian camp appears there, doesn't really hurt us, that's fine. Looks like we've met another city-state. What was that? Bologna. So our units, or we have, because we're suzerain of Geneva, we share vision with them, so we've met Bologna and gained another ally, or another envoy, rather. Very nice there. First to meet Bologna. They want an inspiration for exploration. Okay, so if we take a look at Bologna here, we don't need the 3 envoys here yet. Their suzerain bonus is additional great people points, which would be nice to have for great scientists. Because we have 2 districts with a building. We have 2 campuses with libraries. So, you know what? We have 5 envoys banked. I think, do I need science, really? Great scientists could be good, but I might want to save up for another, like if there's another merchant city-state or an industrial city-state or a unit, like a military city-state. I think I'll hold off on this for now. We are getting +1 science in the capital and the library, so that's +3 science just from meeting them. That's nice. Okay, this warrior... So these guys are going to cross the ocean. This settler is going to come down here. We want to capture this iron. And we want some production as well. There's plenty of woods and such here. There's some floodplains here we can take advantage of. The question is, where do we want to build our districts? So what do we want to do here? I think we want to settle here on this grassland floodplain because we want this iron like ASAP. We also get access to this potential farm triangle here, and we have a 2-2 tile for production. Yeah, I think we want to settle here. So if we settle here, theoretically, then I don't think we go campus first. I think we go commercial hub first. Now, in terms of where we might put a campus, we can get a benefit here from, well, no, that's one. We get the mountain tile. I guess we could put the campus here, potentially. That's 2 mountain tiles. And then like commercial hub here, maybe. Now, when it says across the river, I don't really know if this counts. It's on the opposite side of this river. It is adjacent to the same river, so it feels like it should work, but I'm not sure if it has to be... Let me double check the wording here. Across a river from a city center. So it seems like maybe it has to be adjacent. So we could do like campus here. I guess I'll have to see. It would be campus here would be what? Plus 1? Plus 2? Campus plus 1. And then if we put the commercial hub here, then it becomes a plus 2. Alternatively, if we put it here, it's a plus 2 from the mountains, and then we would need another district. This is within range of the thermal bath we're planning. So I do want to farm here. Maybe we get farm triangle here instead. And then... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Don't do that. Because alternatively, we put the city somewhere like here and grow out to the iron. But no, I think this is the right place. And then we have a mountain here and some difficult terrain kind of protecting us. We might want another encampment, I'm not sure. But I guess this is enough to start with. I think I go commercial hub first, but let's get this settler over here to settle this city and capture this iron. I think that's fine. Now for you, for Estergom, what do we want to build? Another trader would be good. We have an unused trade unit, so we could build it in Estergom, send it to Buda, or maybe this city, and then trade with Misika Wachik. I think they've cleared out the barb camps and whatnot. Actually, let's just take a quick look. Where's the barbarian view? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any problems here. So maybe you build me a trader. We could use more gold, and we could use better relations with our neighbors for now. So yeah, 6 turns to build a trader. That works for me. And then I'm not sure. We might want to move Liang over to the other civilization to help build. In fact, I think we do want to do that because she helps build districts, right? We got her the district promotion, so that'll help with building the harbor, and then we can build better builders here as well. So I do think I'm going to reappoint her to Paich. Not great people. Let's move Liang. Let's reassign her to Paich. And so we're sort of okay. We don't need more builders over here. I mean, we'll need one. We will need one down here, I guess. So that, it's too late. I've already done it, right? I think the trader is the right call. We're going to lose a population here. So it's going to be a while before we can get this to 10 because we're building this settler. But I think getting this 3rd city up and running is important. All right, so I've made my bed. I have to sleep in it now. Let's go to the next turn. World Congress is available. Units of the chosen promotion class gain +5 combat strength. For us, I guess ranged makes the most sense to defend our city with our crossbowmen. And then plus 100% production towards buildings in this district. I would like to get a commercial hub here. Because we want to build some banks soon. But what's everybody else going to vote for? Everybody else is probably going to vote for either city center. That's what they usually vote for, city center or campus. So I'd have to put some points into this to get commercial hub value. Let me put like, yeah, let me put 4, because what else am I going to do with my diplomatic favor? Let me put 4 votes into commercial hubs and see if I can get that to happen. So they selected campus, so I wasted that, and they gave +5 combat strength to recon, so I didn't get that either. Okay. That's unfortunate. Looks like I'm not seeing any barbarian ships right now. I hope that remains the case. And we can get these guys across the water. Until we have at least a boat patrolling, I'm going to be very nervous sending stuff across the water here. But I feel like I have to do it. It's a risk I have to take.
Eu mei em rimat shautiu em paiter. Ente ki swa en yimiu yem.
Okay, I'm only interested in people worthy of my time. You're obviously one of them. She likes us for some reason. I'd rather lose the warrior than the builder, so let's push forward with him to get a little bit of vision. There could be somebody in these coastal waters. So it's sketchy. It's very sketchy right now. We'll keep moving across the ocean tiles. In terms of, we have an alliance with Elizabeth. She likes us a lot. Nobody else really likes us, but nobody's angry at us either. So that's okay. All right, next turn. Push forward with the warrior. All right, you are going to cross the ocean to come meet city-states and scout the continent from the other side. Okay, keep going here. We did get... Yeah, that's terrible. He came out of the darkness, and they do have ocean tiles. Yikes. So we lost a builder, and he's probably going to kill this warrior. I mean, the only thing I can do here is run for it. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's fantastic. I can get you to this reef, which they may not be able to enter. You can settle a city. And then what do we do with you? Because I can't really... I guess I just try and avoid these guys for now? What is this? This is a galley, and that's a caravel. I mean, if he attacks me, I probably die. The warrior just dies. If he runs away and puts this builder on land, maybe I can get it back if I just chase him with the warrior? I don't know. Man, yeah. Maybe... What do I do here? I guess I try and get across the water. I just try and avoid these barbarians. We know they're north, so maybe I come, like, through these islands and try and get around that way. It's really risky, but I don't see another way. I don't see another way to do this. You definitely are not building any more settlers, though. What do we want you to build? There's bonus production to universities from the World Congress, so why don't we get that building? And then for you, you need to work on a builder. Man, that's so frustrating. I knew it was a risk, but they just come out of nowhere. You can't even tell they're there. Let's see what happens to my warrior here. What did they capture? They captured the other builder? God damn it. They went down to the reef and captured... So I just completely lost 5 builder charges. That's so frustrating. The only thing I can do now is try and scout with my remaining units and I can try to get him across the water, but it seems like he'll just get captured. So what could I do instead with this? Like, until I can project some power into this ocean, it seems like such a huge... Like, do I really risk this? It seems like the exact same thing will happen. We know there's barbarians in this area. The only other thing I could do with him is settle another city like here on this river. Just to have more stuff, like more gold, I guess. We could come over here and settle a city. This would be a great place for a campus, but yeah, dealing with this loyalty pressure would be tough. We could come down on the coast and work on a harbor, but there's no sea resources here. What else could we do with it? I mean, I guess I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try to come down here and stay away from barbarian galleys. I'm probably going to lose this settler too, which sucks. But, like, it's just, I don't have enough production here. I don't have a way to do anything here right now. It's just such a crappy city right now. Okay, so the good news is they're chasing after me. I don't know what happened to my builders. I guess they're sailing off somewhere. Let's run away and try to get to land, I guess. Let's leave the... Let's just do our best to run away for now. At the very least, they're drawing off those 2 galleys, so maybe that gives my settler a chance. Come down this way. You're gonna go, I think... Well, now, we could transport you across the sea and trade with a city-state. We could trade with Geneva. That would give a little bit of gold here to Pex. We don't have a quest for them for a city-state, do we? No. Cahokia wants a trade route. We could trade with Cahokia, but we know that there's barbarian galleys here, so we just get plundered. But trading with Geneva might be a good idea. It gets... what would a trade with Geneva even look like? I think it would just be gold. I don't think it would be any production, so I don't know that it would help us out too much. I think we go to Debrecen and trade with Michikawasek. Which, no, there's no production there. What do we have in terms of production? We can get some production. We can get production from our own cities or from trading with London some more. You know what? We do have a trade alliance with them, so we get more gold. The trade route we have right now is Estergom to London. Maybe we move you to the capital. Let's move you to Buda and have you trade with London as well. All right, so what do we build here? This city needs a builder. It's building one. What we really need is boats. We need boats to patrol this stretch of ocean between the continents. So we can't do that here. What we can do is maybe work on our market and then our bank. I think that's what we do here now. I'm so nervous for this settler. All right, go ahead and trade with London. That does improve our gold per turn. Now, Cahokia has units we could levy, but they don't have any boats. It would be great if we could levy some boats somewhere. The other thing to think about is, do we super need to be levying military? Like, it gets us envoys and it's nice, but I could also maybe just buy a boat here. How much is a caravel? 1,400 gold? That's a long ways off. That is a long ways off. And we already saw they have a caravel too. We could escort units with a caravel, but 1,400 gold? That's a long way off. We've met yet another city-state. Okay, who did we meet this time? We met Mitla. Is that another scientific city-state? It is. Lots of scientific city-states, so we're getting good science from that. What's their benefit? City growth rate is 15% higher in cities with a campus district. We want that. Let's put 2 envoys in there. Become their suzerain. That gets us a meeting with Muscat. The amenities we don't need. We don't have banks yet, so we'll hold on to these envoys. But yeah, we're meeting all these city-states is great. I'm really bummed about losing those builders and that warrior. That really sucks. Let's have you move more into, like, protected territory here to kind of try and get through. Let's see. So the other side of the continent is close. We probably can meet a few more city-states in this area if this skirmisher doesn't get killed. We discovered a natural wonder. What is this? Chocolate Hills. Okay. Mitla and Musket. They want Eureka for siege tactics and a trade route. Okay, we got some era score from that. What are we doing here? Buddha. I would love to get a harbor here. But since we can't, we'll go after the bank. More gold is always better. Okay, you try and get over here and meet somebody. This water looks... Yeah, we have vision here. This is relatively safe. Although, you know, a boat can always swoop out of nowhere. Okay, there's a barb camp there, but hopefully they don't see it. Well, they might see us and send a boat after us. Your embassy's welcome. Can we get you through? That's the question. You get +5 era score from circumnavigating the globe, which does secure us a golden age. That is nice. Okay, let's keep going here. We've met yet another city-state. Who did we meet this time? Wolin. Okay, we met a militaristic city-state. That's going to help us produce units. So +1 production in the capital, and every city with a barracks are stable when producing units. So that is only our capital, but that's still pretty good. Armory and consulate give production. We don't need that. What about their benefit? Receive great general points when a land unit defeats a major or minor civilizations unit, and receive great admiral points when a naval unit. All right, we don't need that right now. So we'll leave that as it is. Let's have you... Where can you get on land? I guess we're going to have to come here and then wait a turn. But I feel like being on land is a much better prospect than being in the water with these barbarian boats floating around. So let's keep advancing through the turns here. We now have the ability to create another trade route. That's great. Let's get up on land with our skirmisher and start exploring. Let's keep you close to Cahokia and try and get you on land over here to make another city of some sort. In terms of production, why don't we get another... Well, we can get this quick university because of the World Congress thing. I would like the bank as well, but I think we take advantage of this now. Or we build another trader. 6 turns for a trader, and then a university, I think, and then a bank. I think that works for Estergon. All right, next turn.
The 4 characteristics of humanism are curiosity, a free mind, belief in good taste, and belief in the human race.
Okay, there's humanism. We don't need any of this right now, but let's take a look. Do we want to change any of our cards? We don't need +1 amenity for cities with a garrison unit anymore, so... production toward harbor districts could be really good. Classical era naval units could be good, but I think we... Do I put this in now? Do I build the harbor for... No, I need a boat before I need a harbor. So I think I go maritime industries instead of retainers here. And then if we look at economic policies, we're already getting some good Whistlebank and stuff here. We get Merchant Confederation, science from that. That's all good. What's more important to me? 5 gold per turn or 1 production in all of my cities? We're getting 63 gold per turn. I feel like I can give up 5 to get eke out a little tiny bit more production. The other thing is we are working on a builder right now, right? So getting those 2 extra build actions could be really strong. And then if we pick something quick to work on, because we're not quite ready to build the boat yet. I think this is worth more right now than 5 gold per turn, so I will put that in. Because we could use the extra... Wait, where am I building the builder? Here, yeah, 11 turns for a builder. And we should actually look here. What are we working? Let's switch to production here. And that'll help us get that builder in 7 turns to improve some of this land. Okay. You have to run the gauntlet here. You just have to take the risk. Hopefully those barbarians are still all up north. Let's head inland here a little bit. Okay, so there's a desert and some silver. That's a good point, actually. This guy can acquire quite a lot of these villages, as well as meeting other city-states. Okay. We're almost to land. Looks like there's another city-state here. Okay.
It's not the towering sails, but the unseen wind that moves a ship.
There's +1 movement for embarked units. Okay. So we met Vatican City. Got a free envoy there. When you activate a great person, they spread 400 religious pressure. Okay, so we don't care about Vatican City really at all. Let's come down here in this direction now. We want to get on land ASAP. Okay, that's a problem. What are we going to do about that? So we probably want to come to this tile. That's the best we can do. There's some horses there, some spices. So settling on the horses would be nice, but we'll immediately get captured by the barbarians. We probably have to settle this volcano tile. And I don't have a unit to come down here. If this guy sees me, so we might have to... We might not be able to settle this right now. I don't know. It depends on what this guy does. It's a very, very sketchy situation right now. I think we come onto land here and then settle this tile. It'll take us 3 turns to settle because movement, movement, and then settle. We have to keep an eye on him and see if he moves out of his camp. This is extremely dangerous. This is where, actually, this is where we would like to be able to leverage some city-state units. We've met TARUGA. Do they have any units in the area? We have to be suzerain to leverage their units. And what is their bonus here? TARUGA. A lot of scientific city-states. +5 science in all cities for each different improved strategic resource we have. That doesn't help us, but leveraging their military might. Okay, yes. This is what we want to do. We want to kill this barb camp, so I'm going to immediately leverage the military. We're going to pay 780 gold. That gets us an additional 2 envoys, so we have 5 envoys with them now. And we get access to their units, which is huge. So we have units on this continent now. We can kill this barbarian, and then we could either settle these horse tiles or something else. Okay, huge, 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 huge. What else have we got? Volcano becomes active. Oh, this volcano just became active. That's not great news for us. So these mines might get pillaged, and it de-incentivizes us to do anything with these tiles, so we'll probably just chop them at some point. We've met a lot of city-states. We've got across to that continent early. So we've met all the... Look at all these free envoys we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in Mitla, 7, 8, 9 free envoys just from meeting everybody first. Amazing. So we've made some mistakes. We lost, you know, those builders and that warrior, but it looks like we're going to get our second city founded. And then if we can figure out a way to help Paige produce this settler, we can get a 3rd city over here. If we settle this volcano tile, 1, 2, 3, get access to the spices and the horses. 1, 2, 3. We get access to the tobacco and the coffee. This volcano tile is actually a pretty solid place to build. And it's on a river, so we can build districts across it cheaply. So we definitely want to settle here. And then we'll figure out what to do next after that. In terms of research, what do we want next? We can cheaply upgrade the levied units. We have them for 45 turns, so something like a musketman could be good, actually. We could upgrade to a musketman from, I think, man-at-arms. Although I don't know about niter. We don't have access to any niter, so maybe we can't do that. We can go mass production, we can go astronomy. Pike and shot. Batalla Palace, siege tactics, fort. Yeah, I really don't know what to go for here. So for now, I'm going to go for things we have boosted. I'll start with mass production into like astronomy, I guess. Although astronomy doesn't really do anything for us. Pike and shot and bombard, theoretically, we could build. Or upgrade. So I guess we'll go mass production into gunpowder and then see about whether or not we can find some niter somewhere. If I look for strategic resources on this continent, what do I find? We got the horses. There's some iron up there. There's some niter up here. So there's some niter, horses, and iron up here. Getting a city up on the coast up here could be very strong. There's no river for me to play with, but it could still be good. Plus, we've got spices and olives and more coffee. You get a monopoly on coffee. Yeah. There's some stuff we can do here. It's just these waters are so dangerous right now. We've got to get a boat of some sort. All right, let's go to the next turn. Okay, so we have some units. We want to get you onto land and healing. I think having the hills between us is a good thing. Let's have you heal up. That's right, we get extra strength and movement on these units as well. That's very nice. Let's have you cross the river and stay where you are for their turn. Okay. Now, where are the tribal villages? They're up there. Okay. I think there's another city-state or two down around this, so I want to find them first. Let's skip that step. We don't want to send anybody an envoy. We want to get you onto land. So let's come up here and see. We'll keep an eye on this barbarian pikeman. Let's leave you there for a turn. Okay, we've got another pikeman here. Let's go ahead and claim this village and just see what reward we get. Plus 20 diplomatic favor. That's trash. I hate that. I didn't need that. Who did we met? Mohenjo-Daro. Okay, another free envoy. We get one culture in the capital and every amphitheater building. We don't have any of that. Full housing from water is not super helpful to us right now either. But still, a little bit more culture is nice. We're doing well. Looks like we can get some friendships as well. Let's declare friendships with Tokugawa. He doesn't want that. What about Spain? He'll be friends with us. Okay. Tokugawa, if we spend the 75 gold, we could establish a resident embassy and then maybe next turn, he'll be our friend. I think that's worth doing. We've got a decent gold income now, and we've levied military once, so we have some units on this continent. I think it's okay. I still want to save my gold to levy more units, but for right now, I think we're okay in terms of spending that gold on the embassy. Let's go to the next turn. He's going to reciprocate, which gives us back the 75 gold, right? Or no, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't work that way. Let's keep scouting here. Now, we want to bring you up to this position to threaten that pikeman. And we want to bring you... I think well, do we want to keep... We've got 30 strength. He could do a lot of damage to you. I think we keep you here. And he can't get to me in one turn, so I can escape back. I can escape from here if he moves out towards me. Now, where are there more tribal villages? So there's some out in the water there. The rest are up north. Okay, so that means that this unit can't claim any of them unless he goes swimming. And you're more useful, I think, clearing barbarian camps. Let's have you... Well, this pikeman and the crossman should be able to handle him, I think. Do we send you into the water to go claim... Well, but yeah, going in the water is dangerous. We know that. I don't want this guy to get killed by a barbarian. So no, we'll send you north and start working on helping out with that barb camp. All right, we've got another trader. So in terms of production, Buddha actually has the most, but the British trade routes are too nice. I think we move you down to Debrecen and send from there to London. So we'll have 3 trade routes with London here. Now, we did send this embassy to Tokugawa. That should have made him like us more. Can we get friendship now? Still not. Okay, we'll give him another turn or 2 on that. Let's see what else we can do. You finished your bank. Let's see. You don't have any farms. And you're not going to have any anytime soon. You don't have the 10 population we need for to build a harbor for you. You've got tons of housing and 11 amenities, so you're ecstatic. So we've got very good growth and non-food yields. We are growing. So watermill doesn't really help us. I mean, it's 1 food, 1 production. I guess it's worth building, even though we don't have any farms, since it's cheap. Or we could get the armory. That's plus 3 production. Or we could start working on this Black Army, which is only 10 right now. And I would like to have this available before I need it. So I think now's the time to get the Black Army unit. Let's get that light cavalry built. That uses up 15 horses, I think. So looks like we built up a nice stockpile. All right, I think that's the right call. Oh, apparently we were working towards a pantheon. I wasn't quite sure how that worked, but I guess meeting Nazca helped us with that. Let's see what's even available. River Goddess, amenities and housing, if they have a holy site, so we're not going to do that. Monument to the gods, we're not doing wonders. Don't really care about great person points. Production from marsh, oasis, and desert floodplains. There could be some desert floodplains over here. But it doesn't help us right now. We don't have marsh or oasis. Production from fishing boats. That would be really nice here to help page out. I got to relook up how to pronounce that. But it won't do much for anything outside of page. So that's a possible. Culture from pastures. Food and production from camps. We don't have any pasture. We have 1 pasture. Right there. What else do we have? Faith from quarries or luxuries over whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't need faith. Culture from plantations. Production towards ancient and classical military units. Now that could help us produce boats. Caravels, right? God of healing, God of war. Plus 25% production towards districts and cities without a specialty district. This one could actually be nice for us because we are planning to settle a bunch of cities over here, and getting plus 25% production towards our first district in every city we settle over here could be really good. Yeah, I think City Patron Goddess is the way to go here. It's a small boost, but it'll be good throughout the game as we settle. Okay. Now, what else are we doing? You're gonna cross the river and start heading up towards this barb camp. What do we want you to do? I feel like there's stuff around here. I kind of just need to scout. Okay, there's a village. That's a nice pickup for us. He hasn't moved out, so we are gonna settle this city next turn. I think we attack here. That's good. You go to London. Okay, we're up to 90 gold per turn. Things are looking up. Nobody's hostile to us. Nobody seems to be building up their military right now. They're all working on other things. We actually have the biggest military at 173. And once this Black Army unit comes out, we'll have an even bigger one. Looks like we're actually ahead on science because we built that university. Keeping pace with culture. Yeah, things are looking pretty good for us right now, at least. We have a huge head start. I mean, a lot of our benefits here are because we've met all these city-states and nobody else, like nobody else has even gotten into the water yet. So it looks like rushing cartography was the right call. We do need to get a boat or two. So after this guy, let's see, how far are we away? 17 turns. All right, let's switch over to production now. Does that change anything? It doesn't change anything. I might want to buy a builder here with this gold. We could chop and mine here. And we did put that card in, right? Yeah, I think it's worth it to buy a builder here, especially because Liang is established. I think I will do that. Because we could really use some additional production here. As well as food. So this builder's going to have, what, 6 charges? We got to think carefully about what to do with it. So building a plantation is fine. It only gets us gold, but we'd always use more gold. We don't need the amenities super right now, though. We need production. So I think the first thing we do is we come here and chop and mine this rainforest hill to get this settler faster. And then you're going to settle this next turn. And then you could head up here to the north to get the niter. As well as the olives and the spices and whatnot. We could settle maybe this. We could maybe settle this. Let's take a look at settling this maybe. It's kind of a long journey away. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if we did that, 1, 2, 3, we can't settle either of these lake tiles. So maybe we settle on the niter. We're going to have to build flood barriers anyway. So alternatively, we could settle like here and then on the niter later. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Cancel that order. We could try settling like on the stone here to capture a lot of these olives. And then later send somebody up to settle on the niter. So we could do like something like this. We don't get our river benefit from this, but we get resources, which are huge. This city has the benefit of a nice harbor next to this crab. It gets us the niter. It gets us more horses. It gets us... Does it get us the iron? No, it doesn't quite get us the iron. But it also, like, we start settling all along this coast. It blocks anybody from settling, and it blocks anybody else from settling this coast as well and getting their own foothold. So I've run out of time in this episode. Obviously, losing those settlers sucked. We have to get boats. We like it's such a huge demand. We've got to find a way to get some military navy, and it's got to come from Paich, because Buddha's not going to be able to do it until it hits 10 pop and builds a harbor. So it's a ways off. We can't really cross this ocean anymore. It's too dangerous. So everything we build here has to come from here right now. The good news is once we get a second city, we can get another, the next trader can be an internal trade route on this continent, which will boost production and food over here. This 17 turns is a lot, but the builder we've purchased will help us out with that. We're going to have a second city. We've got plans for a third and a fourth, and then we could have a fifth, like over here as well. This is a good city location, I think. It captures more olives. It captures some coffee. It's on a river, so we get benefits to building our whatnots, our districts. And then we can have like yet another city on one of these cattle tiles, and then another one up here on the desert. So like we can really, really expand and just take over this continent before the enemy AI gets here. That's the whole strategy. That was my plan. And once we have a booming economy from all of this, then we just start building units over here and conquering our neighbors. So we're probably going to want more. We definitely want to get the government plaza up and the thermal bath. We want the commercial hub here as well. But sooner or later, we're going to want more encampments over here. So I've got lots of plans. My head is like boiling over with ideas. This episode's running long, so I got to call it there. So like a kind of a mixed episode. We lost some stuff, which sucked early, but then we managed to get this settler across. We seem like we're in a really advantageous position on this second continent. Things are looking good. Nobody hates us. Nobody's making war on us. So overall, seems like our strategy is going to pay off. We're 58 turns in. It's 1407 AD. And that's going to be it for this time. As always, thank you so much for watching. Hope you're enjoying this playthrough of the monthly challenge for July 2024, Terra Incognita. I'm just like all in on this game. It's really got me sucked in and addicted, and I'm enjoying it. And I hope you are too. Hope to see you next time. Take care.